Flourishing Introverts is the place to be to discover the inner powers of introversion, to bust some of the myths that exist around introversion, and to challenge the extroversion bias that exists in organisations. So let me explain a little bit about the introvert inner powers. Introverts have so many inner powers that are often missed in organisations. Introverts are listening ninjas. They not only listen to the words, but they also see what's going on. They notice what's not being said. Their process is think, do, think. So what happens is that they think something through quite clearly, so that by the time they do it or say it, it's exactly the way they want it to be, and then they kind of reflect on it again afterwards. And that's something that's really valuable to organisations, because what's missing in this fast-paced life we live in is that it's do, 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 and there's not enough thinking goes on. So sometimes organisations just need to say, let's slow down, let's just stop a moment. Let's take a breath, let's pause, let's check whether what we're doing is the right thing. And that's where the introvert really comes into their own. So on the face of it, there are people who know they're introverts, but they're not the same as the person next to them who is also an introvert. So what's that about? Actually, introverts, true introverts, share one thing in common, which is the way they get their energy, where they get their energy from, where they replenish their soul as much as their energy from. That's the one thing they share in common. Beyond that, there are then different types of introversion. And what I mean by that is many introverts have and share some extrovert qualities, which is what makes them different. But essentially, they are still an introvert, because they still need to recharge and replenish on their own. As an introvert, you're probably curious as to what type of introvert you actually are. Just click on the link, and that's yourintroverttype.co.uk.